Ram, Ram, Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Avaptam Dharma Charanam Yashascha Vipulam Tvaya Ramam Shushrooshata Bhaktya Vairehya Saha Sitaya. We are in Ayodhya Kanda, where we saw Vasishta trying to console and convince Rama to come back to Ayodhya. In Ramayana, we can see that there is an abundance of noble qualities of Rama that is being described. It is overflowing with Kalyana gunas of Rama, which we cannot get enough of. There are so many gunas that is flooding Ramayana. So as a devotee, when you do Parayana or when you listen to the stories of Rama, it is very natural for a devotee to get overwhelmed with emotion. Eyes welling up with tears. The voice is getting choked reading some of the happenings that is described in Ramayana. So this is very natural. There are a lot of places where a padam or a shloka will not let us move forward. We'll get frozen for a moment or for a few minutes. We cannot get out of it and we stay there. It is very striking to observe that a similar pattern is expressed by Rama also, looking at his followers' devotion towards him. His heart also melts at so many places. We can take Sita Bhakti, Lakshmana's devotion, Hanumat Bhakti, Vibhishana Bhakti, all these things at various places, it is just melting Rama's heart. Even his voice is choking, his eyes are also welling up with tears, observing the devotion that they have towards him. And among the devotees, Bharata is one of the other crest jewels of bhakti that is seen in Ramayana. Wherever Bharata's name is taken or wherever Rama is remembering about Bharata, the very instance brings tears to his eyes. Thus is the bhakti of Bharata. So Bharata's bhakti is a very timeless bhakti that we should all emulate in our lives. That is the kind of bhakti that Bharata is standing as an example for. Now, repeating the word bhakti, devotion, what is bhakti? What is the word bhakti means? According to Narada Bhakti Sutra, bhakti is the immense love, the divine love and affection, the immense love and affection that we show towards our Lord, that we show towards our Swami. Narada further explains various aspects of this bhakti. He describes so many signs that can be seen in a bhakta, that can be seen in a devotee. I'm taking very few things as time permits and trying to discuss a few things so that we can even further enjoy the bhakti of Bharata in Ramayana. First one is renouncing of worldly pleasures and attaching ourselves to the Lord. Now, what is renouncing worldly pleasures? It is not just the Vishaya Asakti that is being talked about here. Bharata is giving up the Rajya. Even though Rama is forcing him, even though the whole of Ayodhya is asking Bharata to become the king, he is renouncing it then and there. The moment Kaikeyi starts to talk about Bharata's coronation, he stops there itself. He is renouncing the worldly pleasures there. And further in the story, we are also going to see him giving up all the royal paraphernalia attached to a king, say a chatra, chamara, or any other royal robes or anything other royal pleasures that is due for him, that is being given up by Bharata here. It is not just about these pleasures that is being talked about. It is about the ego, the pride that comes while doing bhakti. For example, enna pola bhakti பண்றவன் யார் இந்த உலகத்துல? That is enough to shatter the bhakti, right? The other thing, I'm so devoted to you throughout the day. I'm remembering about you, I'm telling your name, but you are not doing anything to me in return. That is also not a sign of a bhakta. So renouncing even this ego and pride that comes along with the bhakti has to be renounced according to Narada. The next thing is complete surrender to the will of God. Bharata is coming with the only aim. We saw that in the previous 1 or 2 sessions. He just wants Rama to come back to Ayodhya and accept the kingdom. He doesn't want anything else. He tries his level best. He does all he can to bring back Rama. But finally that is not happening, right? So what Bharata does after that, he accepts Rama's will as his own will. He understands that it is Rama Sankalpa. I cannot go beyond that. I cannot force my will on Rama's will. So I will just listen to Rama's words and get back to Ayodhya. So it is about honoring or respecting the Lord, or respecting our beloved. For that matter, even in Laukika, I am saying, if you are being devoted to your husband or you are being devoted to your parents, it is about understanding and honoring their will also. It is not just about forcing your desire on them. It is also accepting what they are trying to tell. Right? Bharata understands the Swarupa of Rama here. He knows what is Dharma. He thoroughly knows the heart of Rama. And then, even though he is trying his level best, finally he accepts and he respects Rama's words, and he is not trying to convince further. He just understands Rama's will here and surrenders to his will. Then the third thing, and it is also important to understand the difference between devotion and attachment here. I am so much devoted to my husband, I am so much attached to my husband. There is a very vast difference in these two terms. Attachment brings some control over a person you are attached to. But a devotion, it's just a surrender to your beloved. The next thing, devotion will respect the distance. Attachment will always expect your beloved to be with you in your proximity. They should always be near you. Say, for example, in kids' language, if my friend should not talk with anybody else, that is attachment, right? The moment that person goes and talks to another person, I will get jealous, I will get angry, I will say that you are my best enemy hereafter. Right? So this is the difference between devotion and attachment. And then in attachment, reciprocation is expected. As I said, I am your best friend, so you have to be my best friend. You don't have any other go. That reciprocation is expected in attachment, but in devotion, that is not expected. It just understands that if you want, I will do. If you don't want, I will not do. That is the limit of the devotion. So there is a very big difference between devotion and attachment. So here Narada says it is a complete surrender towards the Lord's will that will turn you as a true bhakta. The third thing, unwavering devotion even during separation. My Lord is not next to me now. I'm separated. I'm in viraha tapa. But that viraha, what it is doing? It is increasing my devotion. It is increasing my love towards my Swami. I'm expecting eagerly. Bharata is waiting for 14 years to end. For what? To see his Lord. But in that 14 years, did his devotion get a bit reduced anywhere? No, it is increasing multifold. His love is increasing multifold after 14 years. We can see that in Ramayana. Then the fourth thing, which is the epitome of Bharata's devotion, which we can say the hallmark of Bharata's devotion in Ramayana, the selfless service that he is doing. He clearly knows that the Paduka is ruling the kingdom. And what is Bharata here? He is just a regent. What is a regent? He is just trying to take orders from the king, who is no other than Rama himself in the form of Paduka. And I will just do the service. After 14 years, whatever comes out of it will be submitted to Rama. I don't have any attachment to, even Anna used to tell in Katha, I have ruled for 14 years, I have made your wealth grow so much, why don't you give? No word there. It was as if he was waiting for those 14 years to get completed. The moment Rama came, he goes and submits it to Rama. My duty is over. Thus is the devotion of, that is the true sign of bhakti. A bhakta has to do selfless service to God. That is the karma yoga, right? Karma yoga. And the jnana yoga, he clearly has the knowledge that he is different and the role that he is playing is different. He is just playing the role of king under Rama Paduka. That is all. He is not the king. So all these four and more qualities are seen in Bharata. As we saw in previous sessions, we saw Bharata pleading to Rama. He is requesting him. The ministers are requesting, the gurus are requesting, Vasishta is requesting Rama to come back, but Rama is steadfast in his dharma. Now Bharata is like a child there. Actually Rama's child only, right? Bharata. He calls him like that in many places. For example, a child's father is going on a short trip. He is trying to leave the child at home and leave the place. What does the child do? Appa, nanu varempa. He starts requesting. Then slowly that will turn to weeping and crying. Nanu varuve. It starts, right? The child starts. Then it tries to take the support of mother. Amma, please tell Appa to take me along. Don't make Appa to leave from here. He takes the support of mother, grandparents, whoever is around. So similarly, Bharata is taking the support of his gurus, ministers, everybody. But still, nothing is happening from Rama's side. Finally, what the child will do? It will roll on the floor and start to wail and cry and scream. Attam pandrathu. That is the kind of adamancy. I don't know if adamancy is the correct word to term here, but then that kinds of hatam is what Bharata is showing there. Even after Vasishta is saying, if Rama is holding on to that his own words, what I will do now? I will start my hatam. What am I going to do? He calls Sumantra, oh my dear Sumantra, please bring some grass and spread it on the floor. What am I going to do? I'm going to fast until Rama moves from here, until he comes back to Ayodhya. I'm going to lie down here like a Brahmin and then I will fast. I will not go back to Ayodhya without Rama. As soon as Sumantra hears that, he looks at the face of Rama. Sumantra has already gone through these kind of episodes earlier, right? He himself has requested Rama to take him along. So he knows what reply Rama is going to give. So he keeps looking at the face of Rama. Bharata, understanding that Sumantra is not going to do that for him, he goes and he plucks some grass. And then he says, I will not get out of this place until Rama changes his mind. As soon as Rama sees that, he comes rushing to Bharata. He says, my dear Bharata, what are you doing? This is something that has to be done by the Brahmanas, not by the royals like you, who has to accept the throne. You please get up from this place. Bharata is still not getting up. He's sitting on the grass and he's looking sadly at the subjects around him, at the people around him. He requests the people, my dear subjects, why are you not opening your mouth? Why don't you convince Rama? Why don't you console Rama and bring him back to Ayodhya? Why are you all so silent now at this moment? Is it not the time to somehow force Rama to come back to Ayodhya? People are all looking at Bharata, one Dharmatma. They are looking at Rama, the other Dharmatma. They are talking to themselves, how fortunate are we to even witness these kind of conversations. They are matchless brothers. A few sargas back, Anna would have named it as a matchless brothers. Rama is Rama, Bharata is Bharata. There is no other comparison that can be done. They are just thinking, leave about living under their rule, leave about staying under their kingdom. It is even fortunate to witness these kind of talks in between them, witness these kind of conversations. Then they purely understand what Rama is trying to do there. Then they turn to Bharata. Then they say, Rama cannot be changed. He cannot cross the boundaries of Dharma. He cannot cross the boundaries of truth. So let us all leave to Ayodhya. Let us all start towards Ayodhya. Now Rama hears these words of the subjects. He thinks that now one support, at least one set of people have started understanding his heart. Then again he starts talking to Bharata. Bharata, you please listen to the words of these people. They are all your well-wishers. You listen to them. They have an eye for Dharma. They know what is Dharma. So you please get up from here. Whatever fasting that you have, sankalpa, what sankalpa have you done? You please get up from there. You touch me and the water. Let that be samarpanam to me. You please get up. Then what does Bharata do? He gets up, he touches the water. Ramarpanamastu. He gives that to Rama. Then Bharata declares to the crowd. He addresses the whole group. Then he says, may you all listen to me. I never asked my father for kingdom. That was definitely not my intention. And I have zero involvement in what Kaikeyi asked for. I never wished. If I had been there, Rama's exile would have not happened at all. Imagine, that is the fact, right? Lakshmana is a different matter. Now it is on Bharata now. Because of Bharata's sake, Rama is leaving. So Bharata says, if I had been there, this exile itself would have not happened. So let us do one thing. Let us not break the promise of our father. We can do one thing. Let Rama go back to Ayodhya and rule. I will be here for 14 years and protect the promise of our father. Rama says, my dear child, these words were spoken when Dashratha was alive. Now he is no more. So proxy cannot be given for his promise, Bharata. So you please go back to Ayodhya. I know your devotion to me. I know you are a very auspicious person. I cannot find any fault in you. You listen to all these well-wishers and then get back to Ayodhya. This conversation is also witnessed by all the rishis and the siddhas of the Chitrakuta forest. So they are all astounded by the conversation that is happening between Rama and Bharata. They think Dashratha is so blessed. Why? Because of sons like Bharata and Rama. Who can do this? Right? Generally, we can see two brothers fighting for wealth. The wealth will stay happily. The brothers will be on the roads fighting for the wealth. But here it is ulta. The wealth is thinking, who will take me, who will take me? The brothers are telling, Rama is telling to Bharata, you take. Bharata is telling to Rama, you take. Now the wealth doesn't know who will take him, who will take the wealth. The wealth is now thinking, nobody is there to take me. That is the state of happening there. The rishis say, the rishis tell to Bharata, they envision Ravana's defeat, Valmiki says. So they say, tell to Bharata, you please listen to the words of Rama. Until Rama finishes his exile of 14 years, he cannot get relieved of the debt that his father has encountered. So you please go back to Ayodhya, listen to Rama. So telling this, all the rishis take leave. Rama is getting one more support. Now, first the subjects said that let us go back. Rama will not go back on his words. Now the rishis are also telling the same, echoing the same words. So Rama is even more happier, and then he's in fact appreciating the rishis' words. But then think about Bharata's state. He's again and again distressed. He falls on the feet of Rama and again, Tripi, idedhaan kadar. You come back to Ayodhya, you come back to Ayodhya, you come back to Ayodhya. He's not able to bear the heaviness that has happened to him. His heart is heavy because he thoroughly knows if Bharata or person, if he is not there, Rama would have not got exiled. So it is on me, it is because of me that Rama is suffering this. Why did Rama sleep on the ground? Does he deserve that? But that is happening because of a person called Bharata. So what else can I do to bring back Rama to Ayodhya? So he tells Rama, I'm not eligible, Anna. I'm not eligible to rule the kingdom. I don't have that capability. Why don't you understand that? It is conventional of a royal lineage that after a father, the eldest son should take the responsibility. You should do that. You should follow the dharma of the royal lineage. So don't do this. You please come back to Ayodhya. You please come back to Ayodhya. It is not just Bharata who is requesting. The whole of Ayodhya is expecting you as a king. Just as a farmer is expecting a rainfall to protect his crops, that is how the subjects of Ayodhya is expecting Rama to come back. Bharata is again and again pleading, falling on his feet. Rama takes Bharata on his lap. He makes him sit on his lap. He rubs his tears off his eyes. Then he starts telling to Bharata, you talk all these words because you are so humble. It is because of your humility that you are talking these words. I know that you are very much capable to guard the kingdom. And moreover, you have ministers, you have gurus, you have subjects who understand the dharma. So they will all be of a great support to you. So you please go back to Ayodhya. Lakshmi Chandradapeyatva himavan va himam tyajet. Adiyat sagaro venam na pratigya maham pituhu. Moon can lose its shine. Himalayas can shed its snow. Even the sea can cross its boundaries, but Rama cannot give up the truth. So you go back to Ayodhya. You please take care of Kaikeyi. You don't be angry on her. All this happened because of her ignorance. It is not that she wantedly did all this. It is just out of ignorance that she did all these things. You please get back to Ayodhya. Rama finishes that. Then Bharata realizes that is it. Beyond this, nothing is going to change. Nothing else can change Rama's mind. So, but at the same time, I am not eligible to rule. I cannot take this responsibility. So what he does? Adiroharya padhabhyam paduke hemabhushite yete hi sarvalokasya yogakshemam vidasyataha yete hi sarvalokasya yogakshemam vidasyataha. He gives padukas. It is decorated by gold. Hemabhushite, Valmiki says. These sandals are decorated with gold. Get on to these padukas. And what is the significance of these padukas? These padukas are the ones which is going to protect the three worlds, which is going to rule all the worlds. I had a little doubt. Hema Bhushite, it is decorated with gold, specifically Valmiki says. So I assumed that Bharata is already bringing this Paduka with him along with the army. He brings that also because, as I said, Bharata, who else can, other than Bharata, can understand Rama's heart? He clearly knows that Rama is not going to come back. So when I had this question, I checked with Gayatrika if my assumption is correct. So she asserted that is correct, and she added one other interesting aspect to that. The relationship between Bharata and Rama is a Guru-Sishya relationship. Right? He calls him Guru. The moment he sees Rama in Chitrakuta, he says Guru. And a very significant part of Guru-Sishya relationship is Guru Paduka. So out of everything, Bharata chooses her. Paduka to bring to Rama and to take it back as Rama Prasada. She added that point. I'm thankful to her to bring this point to this Hema Bhushite. So Bharata gives that Paduka. Rama steps on to that Paduka and he gets down. He offers them to Bharata. First, Bharata prostrates to the sandals, Valmiki says. Because after Dasharatha, now who is the king? Rama Paduka is the king. So he prostrates in front of those sandals. And then he takes the sandals. He carefully keeps it on the royal elephant Shatrunjaya. Shatrunjaya Yanail Ezhundaruliya. Now the Paduka is decorating that royal elephant Shatrunjaya. Shatrunjaya is all the more glowing with Rama Paduka. Then Bharata prostrates Rama. He again and again circumambulates him. Then he's not able to take leave of Rama, but then Rama pulls Shatrugna and Bharata towards him and hugs them tightly. And then again he repeats, please take care of Kaikeyi. More than Bharata taking the kingdom or going back to Ayodhya, he is concerned about Kaikeyi because she is the only odd man out now in the whole group. So Rama is scared that Bharata might be very harsh with Kaikeyi. So again and again he repeats the word. He doesn't stop there. He also adds, Maya cha Sitaya chaiva Shaptosi Raghusattama. This is not just the order of me. It is the order of Sita Devi also. Because up until then we don't hear any direct dialogue from Sita. So it is important for Bharata to understand that Rama's heart is same as what Sita thinks and Sita's heart is same as what Rama thinks. Sita is also not mistaking Bharata. He has to be very clear with that. Of course, he might be knowing it already, but Rama through his words, again he is saying, this is the order of Sita Devi also, Pa, please take care of Kaikeyi. Again and again he stresses about Kaikeyi only to Bharata. Slowly Bharata takes leave of Rama. And then all the subjects, one by one, they are taking leave of Rama. The ministers, the gurus, all of them slowly start to leave. Rama prostrates his mothers and then takes leave of them also. Valmiki ends at Sarga saying, Satvameva matuhu abhivadya sarva rudan kutim swam pravivesha Ramaha. Once they all bid farewell and they start leaving, Rama enters into his kutiram with the tears welling up in his eyes. Thus ends that Sarga. Now turning to Bharata, Bharata keeps the sandal on his head. And then he gets into the chariot cheerfully, says Valmiki. Aruroha ratam hrishtaha shatrugnena samanvitaha. Just wondered, up until that Sarga, we can only see Bharata rolling on the floor and falling on feet of Rama, crying. But suddenly here, Aruroha ratam hrishtaha, he says. With a cheerful face, Bharata gets into the chariot. Why? Because until that point, it was about Bharata ruling the kingdom. Now what has happened? Bharata is just a servant. Who is going to rule the kingdom? Rama Paduka is going to rule the kingdom. So he is going in a Dasya Bhava here. So he is all the more happy that he is going to start Rama Dasyam now. He is going to do the service for the Lord. So probably that is why Valmiki is putting the padam there, Hirshtaha, with a cheerful face. Bharata is entering the chariot. Then Vasishtha, Vamadeva and all the rishis, they follow Bharata. They cross Mandagini. They do parikrama of Chitrakuta mountain and then they come to Bharadwaja ashrama. He gets out of the chariot. He prostrates Bharadwaja. The very first question Bharadwaja is asking Bharata. It is very interesting. He says, have you done your duty? I was expecting something else. Did you meet Rama? Were you able to find Rama? What did Rama say? All these questions didn't come. He is asking, have you done your duty? What is Bharata's duty here? His duty is to try his level best to bring back Rama and then complete surrender to Rama's will. That is what his Bharadwaja is hinting here. It is also the karma yoga that he is explaining here, because you tried your level best. But what result did you expect? You expected Rama to somehow come back, but that didn't happen. So what it means, you should not expect the result of your duties. It is your duty to try your best, but that didn't happen, but you accepted his will as your will and then you came back. So Bharadwaja is asking, have you done your duty? Then Bharata in detail he is explaining about what happened at Chitrakuta. Then finally says, Rama has offered his padukas to take care of the kingdom. So I am going to Ayodhya along with his padukas. On hearing these auspicious words of Bharata, Bharadwaja is extremely happy. He says, Dasharatha has reached the higher worlds. Why? Because of a son like you. Who else can, other than you, can do this kind of a service to Rama? Your father has become immortal, says Bharadwaja. Then he takes leave of Bharadwaja also. Then they cross Yamuna, then they cross Ganga, and then they reach Shringiberapura. From Shringiberapura, Bharata is looking at Ayodhya. Ayodhya has lost its cheer and it has lost its charm also because of one person. The moment Rama left Ayodhya, Ayodhya has lost its charm. We have to observe that Valmiki is dedicating one full sarga, 1/4 sarga, to explain how Ayodhya is. And Rangana has named that sarga as epic simile because he is comparing Ayodhya's state to a lot of things there. Around 15 to 20 shlokas, Valmiki is explaining, comparing Ayodhya with a few things. I'm just quoting a few things here. Ayodhya is looking like a Rohini star. But what happened to that Rohini star now? It is being tormented by Rahu. So it has lost its glory, it has lost its shine. Then Ayodhya is looking like a mountain stream. That is a stream that is falling from the mountain, but that stream is extremely hot and it's burning so that nobody can enter that stream. So it is useless, basically. That is what he is trying to say. So it is looking like a stream that is very hot and burning. Then it is looking like a flame that has got extinguished. Agni irunda eppadi jolikum. After that Agni goes, how does that look? It will lose its charm, right? So that is how Ayodhya looks. Then Ayodhya is looking like a great army, but that army is now afflicted with wounds. So the army is not shining. It is not that valor is not seen in that army. It is looking like a pearl necklace. But what happened? That pearls have lost its shine. That gems have lost its shine. That is how it looks. It is looking like a flowering creeper. Kodi sutinda apdi koliya. But that creeper is now consumed by forest fire. So we are not able to enjoy the beauty of the creeper. So that is how Ayodhya looks. Then she resembles like a pool. But that pool, what has happened? There is no flowers inside that because that pool has got completely dried off now. So that is how Ayodhya looks. This is how Valmiki is describing around 20 shlokas, how Ayodhya looks, comparing with a lot of things. So Bharata is lamenting, look at Ayodhya, O Sumantra. Rama has gone to forest, Dasharatha has gone to heavens. So the city looks so empty now. It is dark. Generally, so much of music, so much of instrument sound will come from Ayodhya. Now I am not able to hear anything. The sounds of steeds, the sounds of elephants is no more heard from Ayodhya. Absolutely zero activity in Ayodhya now. And all the young ones, they used to wander on the streets happily talking. But now nothing is seen like that. They are all, the darkness is clearly seen in Ayodhya. Then there are no more functions, no festival is celebrated, no royal or colorful robes are being worn by any of the people of Ayodhya. Ayodhya has completely gone along with Rama. The charm of Ayodhya has gone along with Rama. Then Bharata enters Dasharatha's palace. How does the palace look now? It looks like a great lion's cave. But only thing is the lion is no more seen there. So Bharata again laments. But here Valmiki gives Pada. Bharata, the composed hero, takes in all these things and then he settles his mothers safely at Ayodhya. No more crying and lamenting further because Rama Dasyam Kaila Kadachachu. My duty has to start from now on. I cannot keep on crying like what happened at Chitrakuta. I have to start my duties. That is the state of Bharata here. Then Bharata settles all his mother. Then he turns to his ministers and gurus. He says, I am taking leave of all of you. Why so? Because I am going to Nandigrama. There itself, when he got the Paduka, Bharata explains to Rama, I will stay out of city only. I will not enter city like you. I will wear tree barks only like you. I will have matted hair for next 14 years. I will eat only fruits and roots like you. Up until 14 years, I will wait. If you don't return after 14 years, I shall enter fire. Those are the words told by Bharata to Rama there. So here he again stresses that to his ministers. I will go and stay at Nandigrama, that is which is out of the city limits. So I will stay there. The king has gone to heavens and my brother is not here anymore. So I don't have any work at Ayodhya now. I shall stay there at Nandigrama and under the rule of Rama Paduka, I will take care of the kingly matters. Bharata says this. Once the people and the ministers hears that, they praise again Bharata. Who else other than Bharata can talk these kinds of words? These are apt only for you, Bharata. We are very gifted to be under you now. Then Bharata, again Valmiki puts a padam there. Bharata is getting into the chariot happily. Nilandra Ramadasyam start ஆக போறது இல்லையா, அந்த குஷியோட கிளம்புறாராம் பரதர் அங்க நந்திகிராமத்துக்கு. Bharata and Shatrughna, and along with Bharata and Shatrughna, so many priests and so many people, even though Bharata is not inviting anybody or Bharata is not liking anybody to come to Nandigrama and suffer like him, but all the people are again following them. Valmiki is again stressing, they are also following Bharata happily, it seems. Why? Bharata is doing Ramadasyam. Let us all do Dasyam for the Dasa of Rama. That is their mind. So they also follow Bharata happily. They all reach Nandigrama. He gets down from the chariot. Bharata is keeping the paduka on his head and he says, Etadrajyam mama bratra dattam sanyasavat swayam yogakshema vahe cheme paduke hema bhushite. This kingdom is assigned to me by my brother. He is not saying the kingdom is given to me. It is assigned because that means அவர் ஒரு வேலைக்காக கொடுத்துருக்காரு, ஒரு வேலையோட கொடுத்துருக்காரு, அந்த வேலையை நான் பார்க்கணும். It is being assigned to me. These sandals of these padukas of Rama will take care of Ayodhya kingdom hereafter. Chatram dharayata kshipram naryapada vimau mato abhyam rajye stito dharmaha padukabhyam guroho mama. These are the padukas of our guru. As we saw the significance of Guru Paduka, Gayatri was just entering. Guru Paduka, he says these are the Padukas of our Guru. So all the Upacharas, the Chatra Chamara is for these Padukas. Dharma is established in these Padukas of our Guru. Dharma is going to be established by these Padukas of our Guru. My brother has assigned this kingdom, again assigned this kingdom to me. Out of his love. Bratrahi mai sanyaso nikshiptah sauhridadayam tamimam palayishyami raghava agamanam prati. Out of love on me, he has assigned this kingdom to me. Now I shall guard this kingdom until he arrives. Kshipram samyojayitva tu Raghavasya punasvayam charanau tau tu Ramasya drakshami sahapadukau. Once Rama comes after 14 years, I will unite these sandals to Rama and I will fall on the feet of the lotus feet of Rama, which is decorating these padukas. Bharata declares that only then my heart will become light. Up until then, my debt will not get over. After submitting these sandals, these padukas to Rama, I shall get relieved of all my sins. Only when Rama is going to be crowned, I will be at peace. This Bharata laments. Then he stays at Nandigrama with tree barks, with matted hair, just like how Rama is. Braturvachanakari cha pratignya parakastada tvabhishichyata nandigrame vasattada savalavya janam chatram धारयामास सस्वयं भरतः शासनं सर्वं पादुकाभ्यां न्यवेदयत्. He does the coronation ceremony for the padukas. He has now followed Bhraturvachana Karicha. He has followed the command of his brother, who is his Guru. Mantra Moolam, Gurur Vakyam. Gurur Vakya is the mantra that we have to follow. What Rama has said, as we see repeatedly, his will is my will hereafter. Whatever he says, I will follow. I have also fulfilled the promise that has been given to Dashratha, given to Kaikeyi by Dashratha by coming here, listening to Rama's words. He does the coronation ceremony, and all the upacharas like a royal fan and royal umbrella is submitted to sandals. Having padukas, it is not just doing puja for the padukas. Guru verella, Guru Paduka verella. So Bharata, according to Bharata, Rama is sitting there. So what he does is, everything is submitted to the Paduka. All the kingly matters, his daily, day-to-day affairs are submitted to the Paduka. He goes and talks to the Paduka. Everything is submitted to the Paduka, only then he starts dealing with those matters. This is, as I said, the selfless service, which is the epitome of Bharata Bhakti, is something that we have to emulate in our lives too. Samarpanam, everything to Gurunatha. If I do this, will my Gurunatha be happy? If yes, I will go ahead and do it. Appa Gurunathana inga Rama is nothing but dharma. So which means if we are doing something and Rama is becoming happy, then that means we are doing something in dharma. We are in dharma. That should be our, இது வந்து டெய்லி நித்யானுஷ்டானத்தில் வர வேண்டிய ஒரு விஷயமா மனசில் படுறது. The சமர்ப்பணம் that Bharata is doing is something that is showing us an example to us, for us to follow in our day-to-day lives. So thus Bharata has settled in Nandigrama. Now turning back to Chitrakuta, where Rama is in his ashrama, and he is noticing all the rishis are little hesitating to come and talk to Rama. They are talking among themselves. They are looking at Rama with some kind of a doubt. They are confused about something. Rama is surprised. What is happening? Why are these rishis so hesitating to come and talk me? Normally we all have lively discussions here. Now they are not ready to come and talk me. So he initiates, as a Purvabhashi, he goes and asks the rishis, what happened? Why am I seeing so much of doubt and confusion in your faces? Have I done some mistake? Did Lakshmana do something wrong to you all? Or by any chance Sita, while serving you all, did she do any mistake? Please explain to me. Then the oldest of those rishis says, Appa, Sita is doing fault. Can it even happen? She is the Swarupa of auspiciousness. There is no fault in any three of you. But then we are highly tormented by the Rakshasas that are roaming in the forest, that are wandering in the forest. And the main person, Kara, he is the younger brother of Ravana, who has settled in Janasthana. And he has brought along with him so many Rakshasas who are not allowing the rishis to be in their dharma. Whenever they are doing yaga or some homa, they are coming and extinguishing the flames. They are pouring some filthy things into the fire. All these things are happening. It is not just stopping there. They are hiding here and there, and they are just taking the rishis by surprise. They are putting them alive into their mouths. So the rishis are highly stressed because of this, and so they have requested me to move away from this place. So what I would suggest to you also, I know you are highly capable. I know your capability, but then I would suggest, since you are here along with Sita, you also come out of this place. Let us move away from this place. So the rishis tell that, and then they take leave of Rama. Rama follows all those rishis to some distance, and then he comes back to ashrama. And those rishis who want to be with Rama constantly, only those rishis, they are coming back to Rama, and they are staying at Chitrakuta ashrama. After the rishis leave, Rama is contemplating now. From Ravana, this has rooted, right? So Lanka is here. From that, the Rakshasas have occupied up until almost Chitrakuta. The next one, the Ayodhya. Da. So Rama contemplates on this. And also, for one more reason, he wants to get out of that place. Because he has seen Bharata coming and crying like a child to make him come back to Ayodhya. Rama feels, அந்த குழந்தை அப்படி என்ன கேட்டுட்டான், he just wanted me to come back, but I'm not in a position to do that. So I'm not able to return his love at present. So I'm not able to bear the separation of Bharata and Shatrughna. Not only that, I saw all my mothers, all the subjects, all the ministers coming and crying here to somehow make me to come back to Ayodhya. So all those memories are coming and tormenting me again and again. So when something like that happens, right, it is better to move from that place so those memories will slowly start to disappear from our minds. So Rama decides for this reason, and also for the Rakshasas reason, he decides to move away from Chitrakuta. Move away from Chitrakuta na, he is coming closer to the terrorist camp. Innu kizha irangi vara Dandakavanatha nokki he is coming. On his way, he meets he comes to the ashrama of Atri Rishi. We are all so blessed that even today, you go to Chitrakuta, we are able to witness all these places. Atri Anasuya Ashramamo or Valmiki Ashramam, Mandakini where Rama and Sita played, or the Manashila, all these things we are still able to witness. I was just recounting, I think the same day, September 14th or 15th last year, we were in Nandigrama along with Rama and Bharata and along with our Gurunatha. I remember him explaining all the places and all the things that are associated with those ashramas that we visited. While he enters Atri ashrama, Atri is welcoming Rama, Sita and Lakshmana. He is blessing them and he is introducing them to his wife Sita, Anasuya. Anasuya is a great tapaswini. Atri is telling about Anasuya to Rama, Sita, Lakshmana. She is a great tapaswini pa. And what is her greatness? This Bhumi didn't have rain for many years, but due to her tapas, she made Ganga to flow again, and that made this place replete with so many fruits and roots so that people can start surviving here. Thus is her tapas. So you ask Sita to go and meet Anasuya Devi. So Rama turns to Sita. Sita, did you hear what the Rishi said? Go and meet Anasuya Mata. Sita goes to Anasuya Devi. Anasuya is a very old person with white hair, with a great, like a fire. She is sitting there. Sita goes and prostrates to Anasuya, and then she introduces herself. Who has come? Sita has come. My name is Sita. Then Anasuya starts talking to Sita. Sita, you are in dharma. You are in what dharma? You gave up everything for the sake of your husband. You followed him to the forest even though you knew the difficulties of the jungle. Whether the husband is auspicious or not, it is the duty of a wife to follow her husband wherever he goes. Because Paramam Daivatam Patihi, husband is the God for his wife. It coincides with what Sita also explains, right? Bhartahi Mama Daivatam, Sita also says. So you have followed him and you have come to this forest life. Many wives don't follow this kind of a dharma because they try to dominate their husbands and they fall down from dharma. And because of that, they are also facing a lot of difficulties in their lives. And so I am very happy that you are in this dharma. You have followed Rama to the forest. And you have to be in this course. You have to be in dharma forever. Anasuya completes her statement. Then Sita slowly starts talking. Valmiki says, Mandam pravuktam upachakrame. She starts talking very softly. Mata, I know that husband is the guru for their wives. Even if my husband is devoid of any virtues, I have to follow him. I know the duty. Then what to tell about Rama here? Rama is like a father. He is like a mother to me. and he is an embodiment of all the Kalyana Gunas. So how can I leave him? So I have followed him to the forest, and when I started to the forest along with Rama, my mother-in-law told me a few words. What did she say? You have to be with your husband forever. So these words were told by my mother-in-law, and not just by my mother-in-law. At the time of wedding, my mother also told me the same words. So those words are still fresh in my mind. But today, your words are again refreshing those words again and again in my mind. So I will never leave my husband. He is my God. And who else? Savitri, Anasuya, Rohini. Sita Devi is quoting all these ladies, and then she is saying all these people, they followed their husbands and they have attained greater worlds. I know this, Amma. I will be in this dharma forever. Anasuya is highly gladdened by Sita's words. Here, we can see the wisdom that Anasuya has gained by her tapas or because of her age. And we can also see Sita, even though being young, she is shining in her dharma and devotion by telling her side of thought. So it more looks like the feminine independence, right? It comes through devotion. It is not the servience that is being quoted here. Husband guruva consider panano abdina. It is not about the subservient topic that they are discussing. It is something beyond that. So it is often misunderstood by some fanatics saying that they are like slaves to their husbands. That is not what they are quoting. It is obvious in their words what they mean by devotion to their husbands. We have to understand what is femininity power here. The femininity power is described here by also quoting Savitri or Rohini or all these great people. So once Sita Devi tells that Anasuya starts, I have heard about your Swayamvara that happened in Mithila. I would like to hear about it. Can you please share that story with me? Sita says, Sita is highly happy. For any girl, right, recounting her wedding is one of the happiest moments. Then also to talk about her parents, right, to others, it is always a joy for any married woman. So Sita, with a great joy, she starts to tell her story in her own words. Sita Devi starts, Janaka is a king. Janaka is the king of Mithila. He is a Dharmatma. He was one day ploughing the field, and as he was ploughing, I was suddenly found by him. He saw me in the fields covered with dirt. As soon as he saw me, he lifted and he kept me in his arms. As soon as he saw me, he got so attached to me like his own child. As if it was the universe was reflecting his thoughts, he heard a celestial voice from the space saying that, Janaka, your thinking is correct. She is your daughter hereafter. And thus Janaka brought me safely to the palace, and he gave me to his queen, and she brought me up with such a motherly love and affection. I enjoyed such royal pleasures and comforts in the hands of Janaka at Mithila. And then as I started growing, I reached an age where I had to be married off. Janaka started to worry, the usual anxiety that comes to any father when his daughter comes to the age of marriage. Janaka started to worry about me. And I was not born in a normal human way. He knew that I was a divine child. So he was not at all able to find an apt husband for me. So he decided to hold a Swayamvara for me. And what is that Swayamvara? He had a great bow. And whoever came and could string that bow will become my husband. That was my Swayamvara. Once Janaka announced this, so many kings from so many places came. Nobody was able to complete that task. In fact, many kings who came and just saw that bow, they just did one namaskara to that bow and they just went off. Janaka was getting even more worried. But after a very long time, Rama came to Mithila along with Vishwamitra. For what? he came for a yajna, to witness an yajna that was being performed by Janaka. As soon as Vishwamitra entered Mithila, he told Janaka, please show the bow to Rama. Rama came and saw the bow. He took it in his hands. He tried to string it, but then because of his power, the bow broke into two. Janaka was extremely happy that someone of Rama's valor could come and take the hands of his daughter. So immediately Janaka was ready to give me off to Rama. But then Rama said, my father has to come and accept this proposal. Only then I will get married. So Janaka sent people to messengers to Ayodhya. Dasharatha came back to Mithila with his parivara. He was also extremely happy about this proposal and he accepted me as his daughter-in-law, and thus a great grand wedding happened at Mithila. Yam Sita Mama Sutana, Janaka gave my hand to Rama. Anasuya is enjoying the story of Sita. It was as if a video record panni we are all keeping. And Anasuya is visually going to Mithila to enjoy Sita Rama wedding. And then Anasuya says, I'm overjoyed to hear this by yourself. You yourself are explaining about your wedding. I'm so happy, Sita. Out of my tapas, I am willing to give you some boons. What do you want? Sita Devi says, you have showered me with love and affection. What else I need? What more I need? And Anasuya says, from my tapas, I have gained some royal or divine ornaments and robes. I would like to give you all that. So you decorate yourself and you make Rama also happy by decorating yourself. So she herself is dressing up Sita. எப்படி கல்யாணத்தன்னைக்கு பார்த்தாலோ அதே மாதிரி visually Sita மூலமா, however she saw Sita, she is dressing up Sita like that, and she is asking Sita to go and stand in front of Rama. The moment Rama looks at Sita, he is also extremely happy to see Sita like this, because it is for his sake that Sita has sacrificed everything. In fact, she even got a Marauri, but somebody stopped. She would have also come with Mara only, right? So after a very long time, Rama is also happy to see Sita dressed up like that. And he says, what a great blessing, Sita, this is for you, that you have got all this from Anasuya Devi. Anasuya Mata has given you all this. You are so blessed. Sita is submitting all these ornaments to Rama. And then it is almost night. So they are staying in that ashrama for that night. Then when the next day begins, Rama is doing all his Nityanushtana, and then they are starting towards the forest. They take leave of Atri and Anasuya, and then along their way, they are meeting some more rishis who are again cautioning Rama about the Rakshasas. They are saying, this is the path where that is actually leading to Janasthana, and this is where all the Rakshasas have started to wander. This is the place where rishis are getting highly tormented. So be very careful when you travel in this path. Rama listens to all those words, and he is extra careful in taking Sita along that path. They are moving towards the Dandaka forest, and how that is Vanam Sabharya Pravivesha Ragavaha Sa Lakshmanaha Surya Mivabhra Mandalam. It is like a sun is entering into the darkness. The darkness is the terrorist camp. It is flooded by Rakshasas, right? So Rama is like a sun, Suryan Mari. He is entering into that darkness to bring an end to all this darkness. With this, the Ayodhya Kandam is completed. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki.
ఇది చాలా సుఖమా, నిది చాలా సుఖమా, రాముని సన్నిధి సేవ సుఖమా, నిజముగ పల్కు మనసా నిధి చాలా సుఖమా, రాముని సన్నిధి సేవ సుఖమా, నిజముగ పల్కు మనసా నిధి చాలా సుఖమా. దధినవనీత క్షీరములు రుచో, దధినవనీత క్షీరములు రుచో, దధినవనీత క్షీరములు రుచో, దాశరథి ధ్యాన భజన సుదారసము రుచో, నిధి చాలా సుఖమా, రాముని సన్నిధి సేవ సుఖమా, నిజముగ పల్కు మనసా నిధి చాలా సుఖమా. దమశమను గంగా స్నానము సుఖమా, దమశమను గంగా స్నానము సుఖమా, కర్దమధుర్విషయ కూప స్నానము సుఖమా, కర్దమధుర్విషయ కూప స్నానము సుఖమా, మమత బంధనయూత నరస్తుతి సుఖమా, మమత బంధనయూత నరస్తుతి సుఖమా, మమత బంధనయూత నరస్తుతి సుఖమా, సుమతి త్యాగరాజను తుని కీర్తన సుఖమా, నిధి చాలా సుఖమా, రాముని సన్నిధి సేవ సుఖమా, నిజముగ పల్కు మనసా నిధి చాలా సుఖమా. कृपा पाहि जे राघवा कृपा पाहि जे कृपा पाहि जे कृपा पाहि जे राघवा कृपा पाहि जे कृपा पाहि जे राघवा कृपा पाहि जे राघवा 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 कृपा पाहि जे राघवा कृपा पाहि जे कृपा पाहि जे राघवा कृपा पाहि जे मन उदासीन इंद्रिय दमन मन उदासीन इंद्रिय दमन इंद्रिय दमन तरि चला ही जे राघवा तरि चला ही जे तरि चला ही जे तरि चला ही जे राघवा तरि चला ही जे कृपा पाहि जे राघवा कृपा पाहि जे निंदक जनी निंदक जनी समाधानी निंदक जनी निंदक जनी समाधानी तरि चराहि जे राघवा तरि चराहि जे 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 कृपा पाहि जे राघवा कृपा पाहि 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 जे दास निरंतर नीच उत्तर दास निरंतर दास निरंतर नीच साहिजे राघवा धरिच साहिजे धरिच साहिजे राघवा धरिच साहिजे धरिच साहिजे राघवा धरिच साहिजे धरिच साहिजे राघवा धरिच साहिजे कृपा पाहिजे राघवा कृपा पाहिजे 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 कृपा पाहिजे చరణములే నమ్మితి చరణములే నమ్మితి నీ దివ్య చరణములే నమ్మితి నీ దివ్య చరణములే నమ్మితి నీ దివ్య చరణములే నమ్మితి వారిదిగటిన వరభద్రాచల వారిదిగటిన వరభద్రాచల వరద వరద వరదాని దివ్య వరద వరద వరదాని చరణములే నమ్మితి నీ దివ్య చరణములే నమ్మితి ఆది పురుషన నరమరసేయకు ఆది పురుషన నరమరసేయకు అయ్యా 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 నీ దివ్య అయ్యా 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 నీ దివ్య చరణములే నమ్మితి నీ దివ్య చరణములే పాదారవిందమే ఆధారమని నిన్ను ఆధారవిందమే ఆధారమని నేను పాదారవిందమే ఆధారమని నేను పాదారవిందమే ఆధారమని నేను పట్టిది 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 నీ దివ్య పట్టిది 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 చరణములే నమ్మితి నీ దివ్య చరణములే నమ్మితి ಬಾಗೋಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೂ ವರಭದ್ರಾಚಲ ಬಾಗೋಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೂ ಭದ್ರಾಚಲ ರಾಮ ಭದ್ರಾಚಲ ರಾಮ ದಾಸುಡ ದಾಸುಡ ದಾಸುಡನೇ ದವ್ಯ ದಾಸುಡ ದಾಸುಡ ದಾಸುಡನೇ ದವ್ಯ ಚರಣ ಮುಲೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ನೀ ದವ್ಯ ಚರಣ ಮುಲೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ನೀ ದವ್ಯ ಚರಣ ಮುಲೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ
दासाची संपत्ती राम सीता दासाची संपत्ती राम सीतापती जीवांचा संगती राम एका जीवांचा संगती राम एक संगती राम एक राम एक माता राम एक पिता राम एक माता राम एक पिता राम एक भ्राता सहोदर राम सहोदर वेद वैभव कानन सहोदर वेद्या वैभव कानन स्वजन राम एक सर्व स्वजन राम एक राम एक स्वामी राम हा कैवारी लाभया संसारी राम एक लाभया संसारी राम एक समाधान रामदासी राम समाधान रामदासी 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 श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज रमण रघुवर विमल जो सफल बुद्धिहीन भवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु घलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बलधाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुवेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केश हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजे आजे मूंज शंकर सुवर केशरी नंदन तेज प्रताप तुम्हारा जगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र राम लगन सीतामन राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय संजीवन रतन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति के बहुत बड़ाई भरत सम गाए सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे ब्रह्मादि मुनीश नारद सहित कुबेर दिक्पाल सुग्रीव केना राम विलाय राजपद देना राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो मान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि खजरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय संजीवन रतन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति के बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय प्रिय भरत सम गावे सहस वदन तुम को यश गावे कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीश नारद शारद सहित अहीश यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहान ते कवि कोविद सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव राम मिलाय राजपद लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लीलो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरे मुख माही जलधि लागी गय अचर चराई दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुख मानो ग्रह तुम्हारे थे दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत ना क्या बिनु पैसारे सब सुख रहे तुम्हारी सदना तुम रक्षक काहू को आपन तेज संभारो आप तीनों लोक हांकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे राम लक्ष्मण जानकी बोलो हनुमान के राम लक्ष्मण जानकी बोलो हनुमान के लोक हरे सब वीरा जपतन नंदन हनुमत वीरा हनुमान को जावे जान तो आवे हमारे राम जी राजा गिरने दादु वनर सुमलाजा और भाई हलो नहीं लावे बोले हरे हनुमान आने ओए राम दीवारा बुझियारा आज संत के तुम्हारा गवारे राम दुआरे भगवती के दादा दान के वादा राम राज रघुर वादा राजा रोहती के दादा के दादा दान के वादा राम रायन तुम्हारे वादा राजा हनुमति के दादा लक्ष्मण जानके बोलो हनुमान के राम लक्ष्मण जानके जय बोलो हनुमान के राम
काल रघुवर गुरजाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त गाय और देवदास धरणी हनुमत से हनुमान गोसाई जय जय हनुमान गोसाई कृपा कार्य पाठ करे जो यहाँ पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा तुलसीदास राम जानकी बोलो हनुमान की जानकी बोलो हनुमान की बोलो हनुमान बोलो हनुमान की उडाला जाळुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती उडाला
जालुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती उडाला जालुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती उडाला 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 जालुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती उडाला उडाला जालुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती उडाला जालुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती लंकाला बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती
बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती
आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती उडाला जालुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती उडाला 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 जालुनी लंकाला बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
धीरे धीरे पराक्रमांजनेय स्वामी की राज भवने
मल्लिका शोकादि कुसुम बने सीता कल्याण वैभव दशविध
सुगंधि द्रव्य धूपे रग रग ज्वलित कर्पूर दीपे सीता कल्याण वैभवम् बहुविध शोभन पूर्णे भावुक प्रेमिक जल संकीर्णे सीता कल्याण वैभवम् स्वागतं स्वागतं जानकी रामा स्वागतं स्वागतं सम्पूर्ण कामा उपवेश नवरत्न मणिमाय मञ्जे सहसीतया देव नवपुष्प कुञ्जे निम्बामि पदयोरलक्तकं ललितम् अम्बोदशमनील नवरागमिलितम् मलयाज चन्दनं वक्षसि विपुले मङ्गल विग्रह कलयामि विमले कस्तूरि तिलकं ते बिलिकामि ललाटे लाक्ष रघुवीरा परिशोभितक्रीटे माधवी मल्लिका मरुवत माला माधव कंठे धृत्वा कुरुलिका एलादि संयुक्तं कुटमीशं क्षीरं श्रीलालक रघुनायक शिवसुन्दर मधुरं कर्पूर परिमलं ताम्बूलं विहटे प्रददामि स्वीकुरु सरसं दाशरथे अतिरोग्य सीतया नवरत्न दोला अनुज्ञाभ्य प्रेमिकं गुरुप्रेम लीला स्वागतं स्वागतं कुसुम प्रेमिका जय जय मती जनकेशनन्दिनी सुरमनोहरी रघुनन्दनानन्द वर्धनकरी नवमल्लिका पुष्प मण्डितसुवेणी नवरत्नभूषणे मधुरवाणी कल्याणवेश कमनीयरूपिणी कुसल राज कुमारका साकेत साम्राज्य सकल स्वामिनी सरस संगीत रसिक स्वभाविनी सरयू नदी तीरा उद्यान विहारिणी शरणो भवदेवी प्रेमिक जननी प्रेमलतादी कराब्ज मंदस्पंदिका दोळे वामाङ्कशोभिता मैथिलराज नन्दिनी वदन्तम् आलोकय सखी राजकुमारं रूपकलादि सखी जन आदित वीणामृदङ्गादि संगीत तापरहित शारद चन्द्र चन्द्रिका शोभित सुन्दर सुमुखम् आलोकय सखी राजकुमार कुन्तल भारनिवधाभिनव मल्लिका कुसुम निटिल शोभित मृगमद तिलका वदन मृदुहास प्रेमिक मनोहरम् आलोकय सखी राजकुमारम् जय साकेताधीश जय चारुकेश जय दिव्यमणिभूष भवेश जय राजेश कुमार जगदेक वीरा जय सीता मनोहरा नव पुष्पहारा जय श्यामलाकार जय प्रिय शत्रु संहार जय मनोहरा जलजनील सुन्दराय शुभमङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् पुण्डरीकलोचनाय कुण्डलादिभूषणाय दण्डभानुवंशजाय जय मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् वृन्दमोचनाय चापवर्यभञ्जनाय भूपचक्ररञ्जनाय जय मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् कामकोपवर्जिताय सोमशेखरार्चिताय प्रेमिकेन्द्रपूजिताय जय मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय जलजनील सुन्दराय शुभमङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय
साकेत नगरे मंदिरे सकल सौभाग्य संभृतांत पूरे सखी जन निकारे सत्पुराणे भरे सरस शृंगार संगीत मुखरे शेष सुखम प्रभो मंद सवदना मणिमय भूषणा मणिय मनोरम कल्याण गुणा मयि मोना मंजुळ भाषणा मल्लिका मंदार मालिका भरणा शेष सुखं प्रभो राके वदनया रसनीय वचनया रत्नमय दिव्य विविध भूषणया रम्य सद्गुणया राजेन्द्र तनयया रमस्वर भूवीरा प्रेम परिपूर्णया सुखं प्रभो श्रीरामा सीतया साकं समवाप्तकामा सुखं प्रभो नानाविधमणिरञ्जितमञ्जे परिमलकुसुमकल्पिततर्पेशेष्वसुखं मैथिलभूपतितनयया मनोज्ञवेशया प्रियया शेष्वसुखं कारुण्यगर्भितप्रेम विलास कौसल्या हृदय कमलनिवासा शेष्वसुखं श्रीरघुवीरा शेष्वसुखं मनपुगळ कोसलेतन मणिवैरवार्तावने தென்னிலங்கை கோல் முடிகள்
निश्चेयस सिद्धिः सधर्मः वेदाः प्रमाणं धर्मस्य धर्मो रक्षति रक्षितः रामो विग्रहवान् धर्मः रामोपासनेन धर्मवृद्धिः रामातवास्मि वाल्कये रामनागुं रामने वाल्वनागुं रामने वाल्वतन्ये वाल्कये रामतन्ये रामनिन्द्राज्यं गा देवसाम्राज्यं का.
சீதாராம், இன்னைக்கு ரொம்ப விசேஷமான நாள். என்ன தெரியுமாடா? நம்ம கிருஷ்ணா அண்ணாவோட 91வது ஜெயந்தி இன்னைக்கு. அதோட இல்லாம கிருஷ்ணாஷ்டமியும் இன்னைக்கு.